Okay, so I've stretched and done core work. I did planks, I did lunges and squats for lower body. Core work. I did abs. And the trick with this whole ab thing that I'm realizing is that you really want to do fewer reps with heavier weight, but really slow and crunching down. I'm starting to see a little bit more ab action happening there. Definitely feel stronger in my core. So that's a plank, front plank, side plank. On the lower body work, I also did some leg lifts, fire hydrants, jump kicks. So all good, and I've stretched and everything, so I feel good. And one of the things I want to talk about is tread. So last week I got these funky cool kicks. Just give me minnows on. And anyway, and so I'm a mid-striker, mid-foot striker, and also I don't, for the most part, I definitely don't pronate, and I have been supinating a little bit, but I think that's due to some tightness in my hips. But anyway, so in general, I need a fairly light stability shoe. That's what this shoe is. One of the things I want to talk about is tread. So in the shoes that I threw away last week when I bought these, the middle of the sole here, this part, was totally worn in. So that's actually how I knew that it was time for me to change my shoes. Not so much because I was looking at it, quite frankly, I wasn't looking at it, but I could definitely feel it, like I was sliding, everything was just a little bit off, there wasn't that much bounce in the shoe anymore, so I could tell there was definitely time to get new shoes. Anyway, so with this tread business, one of the things that I noticed is that my right foot, the tread, was totally gone in the center. This part, totally worn down. And on the left shoe is also very worn down in the center, because again, I'm a mid-foot striker, which means I strike in the center and then my heel comes down, which is generally how you want to strike. So that's good. But what wasn't good, or something I need to watch, is that it was more worn in on the right shoe than on the left shoe, which means that I'm landing harder on my right foot than I am on my left foot, which actually totally makes sense, because I've noticed, and this has been this case for a while, that my right quad is a lot tighter than my left quad. So that makes sense. The shoe, it's always in the shoe. The shoe tells the story of like what you're really doing. So the shoe will tell you if you're rotating on the outside or the inside, landing in the middle, landing harder on one side or the other. So you should, so the lesson, the moral of the story, boys and girls, look at your shoes. The shoes can tell you stuff, and it should be consistent with what you're feeling. Okay. That's the end of today's lesson. All right, now I'm going to school. Bye.